Hello everyone, welcome back to another LEGOxuan video. That's right, I'm back. I'm not, disappearing for months or even a year at a time, but I am actually back straight away with another video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. I'm kind of late to the party, but, it's better late than never, right? So today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be actually testing out multiple different apps to see which one is successful in being able to locate what minifigure is in the Collectable Minifigure Series. Now, ever since LEGO changed the designs from the foil bags to the cardboards, it must be like 3 or 4 years ago now, I've kind of lost track, but, you're unable to feel what's inside of them, so people have found different ways to try and figure out what is inside, either by weighing or, well, I suppose, ripping it open, which is obviously not right to do. But some people discovered that you could scan the QR code, which I actually made a short about a year ago, and it was successful. But the only problem is that you need to know what the codes are already. So somebody has to already brute force and go through every single different code to work out what corresponds to what on the minifigure number leaflet thing. So that's the only problem with that. So some people out there have designed a few apps that are able to just put all of that information onto there. I assume either by prior knowledge of knowing what the codes correspond to which minifigure, or they've just brute forced it as well and then are providing that information via the app. Now, I'm going to be going on the App Store and downloading whatever ones are available to me. If you have Android, I'm not sure if you have these apps, or you may have even more apps, and we're actually going to go out and try them on different minifigure boxes that I can find out in the real world, and then come home, open them up, and see if they really work. So, let's go to the App Store and find out whether this works or not. Onto my phone. So I'm just in WH Smith. I just managed to find a Dungeons and Dragons minifigure, which I thought were out of sale. So, here we go. We're going to scan it with Minifig Scan. It says it's the LEGOxuan Ranger, so brick search. Yep, same thing, guys. So, and scan fig. Oh, it's not working. There we go. It's not working. Nope. There we go. Same thing. Well, everyone, I am back in the studio. Well, I say quote-unquote studio, but I'm back in my room. I've changed the backdrop just because I had a load of mess on my table, so I've just used an A3 bit of white paper. So I've brought one of the minifigures back, which is obviously the Dungeons and Dragons box that I just picked up from WH Smith. These have been retired now for, I think, a few months, and it was just quite unusual to see one of these still around, so I managed to pick up one of the last 3 and scan that, and obviously it was the LEGOxuan Ranger, which, apologies if I'm not pronouncing that right, I don't play D&D to be honest, but I just really like the minifigure and missed out on a few of them. So obviously all 3 apps showed that it was the bird, eagle, man, ranger character, so let's find out how accurate were those apps. Well, you guys can see it right there. It was indeed the LEGOxuan Ranger, which, again, definitely not pronouncing that right, but wow, that's a really cool it's a really cool little base plate that they have with the little stones on there. I didn't know it came like that, but that's really cool. Yeah. I also picked up a Series 27 because I thought that the D&D minifigures came out at least a month ago. Obviously, these apps have been around for a while, but I thought I'll pick this one up and see whether this one shows up as the minifigure as well. Apps are showing up that it is the Bogeyman or the Boogeyman, so let's see how accurate that is as well. Of course, the apps are all right. All 3 of them are right. So now that we know that all 3 apps that I managed to find work, obviously there may be more, like I said at the start of the video, that I just missed, or maybe on Android there are different versions, but so honestly, if we go one by one, I'll do the pros and cons list. Minifigure Scan, they have a help section, their scanning mode works very well, they've got a torch mode on there, you can also change into alternate camera options in the settings. They have the list section, which by far trumps all of the other apps because you can place what minifigures you have or how many versions of the minifigure you have in a list, so you can keep track of what minifigures you already have at home. The layout is really good, it's very simple. Brick Search, it has a great searching engine. You can search for many minifigures, many sets, calendars, all the sort of LEGO products. However, their biggest downside, you only get 12 scans. Now, I can't work out how many scans you get. Do I get only 12 scans forever? Or do I get 12 scans a day, or 12 scans and you have to wait like a certain amount of time to get new ones? I couldn't find out. Every time I clicked to upgrade, it didn't give me a buying option. It didn't show me when I was going to get more scans. So honestly, I couldn't work that one out. Maybe my app is broken, but for now, that one's pretty much off my list because you don't want limited scans, do you? I mean, there's 12 minifigures per series, and you don't really want to be just scanning that one series, do you? And finally, scan figure. It's basic. The design is kind of ugly because of the yellow, but, you know, there's a torch mode on the camera. It works very well. It does its job. By far, like I said, minifigure scan is the best version because of the fact that you can get a list, and just everything else about it is just probably the best app. So now you guys know the end of my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to let me know which app you guys use. Probably download the ones that I suggested because they're all the ones that are working, and probably all the YouTubers and all other LEGO collectors use because they are the best ones. So make sure to do that. Like, subscribe, let me know if this helped. Hopefully you guys get the minifigures you want, and hopefully the apps don't, you know, malfunction or suddenly start charging us to use them. I really hope not. But that's the end of my video, guys. See you in the next LEGOxuan video. Subscribe and do all the other stuff that gets me views. Bye bye.